रणथंबोर टाइगर रिजर्व, जो अपने शाही बागों और खूबसूरत लैंडस्केप्स के लिए जाना जाता है, न केवल वन्यजीवों के लिए एक अभयारण्य है, बल्कि एक प्राचीन तीर्थ मार्ग का भी घर है, जो पार्क के भीतर गहराई में स्थित प्रतिष्ठित त्रिनेत्र गणेश मंदिर की ओर जाता है। हर साल हजारों श्रद्धालु इस रिजर्व से होकर आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करने के लिए जाते हैं, लेकिन जब आस्था और जंगल का मेल होता है, तो ये यात्रा कभी कभी दुखद भी हो सकती है। 16 अप्रैल 2025 को रणथंबोर टाइगर रिजर्व में एक शांत पारिवारिक यात्रा एक दिल दहला देने वाली त्रासदी में बदल गई, जब दिन दिहाड़े एक बाघ ने 7 वर्षीय बच्चे पर घातक रूप से हमला कर दिया था। ये घटना पार्क के कोर जोन में घटी थी। एक परिवार त्रिनेत्र गणेश मंदिर से लौट रहा था और उस एक रास्ते से वापस घर को जा रहा था जो बागों के क्षेत्र के बीच से होकर गुजरता है। इसी दौरान लगभग दोपहर 3 बजे एक बाघ ने कथित रूप से कार्तिक नामक बालक पर हमला कर दिया। यह हमला सिंह द्वार, जो एक प्राचीन द्वार है, उसके ठीक पहले हुआ था। इस बीच वन्यजीव विशेषज्ञ और संरक्षणवादी निगरानी में सुधार, स्थानीय लोगों के लिए बेहतर जागरूकता कार्यक्रम और उच्च जोखिम वाले क्षेत्रों में यात्रा प्रतिबंधों को सख्ती से लागू करने की मांग कर रहे हैं। साथ ही अधिकारियों पर यह दबाव भी बढ़ रहा है कि वे अभयारण्यों में स्थित पवित्र स्थलों की पहुंच पर पुनर्विचार करें और श्रद्धालुओं के लिए सुरक्षित मार्ग बनाएं, जो ना तो वन्यजीवों की सुरक्षा को खतरे में डालें और ना ही मानव जीवन को। पिछले दशक में रणथंबोर में बाघों की संख्या लगातार बढ़ी है। ये संरक्षण की एक बड़ी सफलता है, लेकिन इसके साथ कुछ जटिलताएं भी आई हैं। राष्ट्रीय बाघ संरक्षण प्राधिकरण यानी NTCA के अनुसार रणथंबोर में वर्तमान में 80 से अधिक बाघ हैं, जिससे क्षेत्रीय झगड़े और मानव बाघ संपर्क की संभावना बढ़ गई है। त्रिनेत्र गणेश मंदिर में बड़े त्योहारों के दौरान लगभग 2 लाख लोगों की भीड़ उमड़ती है। केवल 2022 में गणेश चतुर्थी सप्ताह के दौरान 1,20,000 से अधिक श्रद्धालु आए, जिनका प्रबंधन वन विभाग के कर्मचारियों द्वारा दिन रात किया गया, लेकिन बिना कड़े नियमों के। खासकर गैर त्योहार समय में छोटे समूह अक्सर बिना निगरानी के प्रवेश कर जाते हैं। हमें खुशी है कि हमारे साथ प्रसिद्ध फिल्म निर्माता श्री वॉरेन परेरा जुड़े हैं, जिन्होंने रणथंबोर टाइगर रिजर्व को वर्षों में बदलते हुए देखा है। साथ ही ये जानना भी महत्वपूर्ण होगा कि इस विशेष घटना पर उनके क्या विचार हैं, क्योंकि उनकी फिल्म टाइगर 24, जो रणथंबोर में हुए घातक मानव बाघ संघर्ष पर बनी पैंडा अवार्ड विजेता डॉक्यूमेंट्री है, इस संवेदनशील विषय का हिस्सा रही है। चलिए वॉरेन परेरा के साथ इस मुद्दे पर व्यक्तिगत और नज़दीकी चर्चा करते हैं।
So my name's Warren Pereira. I'm an independent filmmaker, and one of my projects is Tiger 24, shot in Ranthambore. Deals with tiger-human conflict, deadly conflict. Ranthambore's a park that I love. I've been going there for 15 years. I was just there this year in February and March. Now I'm back in LA. I heard that something horrific just happened on April 16th this year, a few days ago. And what happened was a young boy was killed by a tiger. His grandmother and his uncle took him up towards the fort to the Ganesh temple. It was a special religious stay. They were going up with thousands of people. On the way back down, according to them, a tiger charged out from the forest onto the road through the crowd, ripped the boy out of her hands, or one hand, she was walking with him, and then took the boy into the forest. The boy was found scalped. The boy was, his pants were down to his knees, and he's obviously dead. And my condolences go to his family, obviously. But this account represents a very serious change in tiger behavior. I mean, there have not been many tiger attacks in Ranthambore, to be clear. there's only been about 20. I say about because a couple of them, we don't know, it could be a little bit more. Maybe it's 22, 23. But still, that's 20 over 52 years of the park being declared a tiger reserve. We don't want any, but the number of people getting killed by tigers is way lower than, say, going into traffic or being killed by a snake or a heart attack or whatever. So that's important to keep in mind. But these attacks become sensational because it's this beautiful but deadly jungle cat coming at you. It's a 7-year-old boy. It's something very primal in us. But back to what I was saying about realizing how different this attack really is and what that means for tiger conservation and for the actions from now on. If this account is accurate, then this behavior is aberrant, highly remarkably bold tiger behavior. Every attack in Ranthambore has always been where someone veers off the main road and goes into the forest, or they're alone in a field, whether it's a chance encounter, whether the tiger was stalking and killing the person. It's usually someone on foot, alone, and the tiger sees them as prey, their instinct kicks in, and they kill the person. We've never seen a tiger come through people and charging at a boy, much like it would have hurt a deer and then seeking out a fawn. Because if this happened, this means that this tiger is definitively a danger to human life. Now, if things were not remembered, accurately, if by chance this boy actually went off the road, which happens quite a lot in this stuff, I've seen people when they go on these religious processions, they go off the side of the road to the forest to relieve themselves. They go off to have fun. Then it's a different attack. It's more in line with what we're seeing. Okay, so let's go with what the grandmother said and why that could have happened. Well, there's genetic variance. We have to think about that because there's very few tigers now, so there's fewer man-eaters. But back in the day when there were 40,000 tigers, there was way more man-eaters because there was simply more genetic diversity, right? So you had more on the edges, some more aggressive tigers, maybe more peaceful tigers. So that's one possible reason. This could be something completely that has to do with random DNA. The other possibility, because people are saying that the killer tigress is Kankari, which is Arrowhead's daughter. Arrowhead and her cubs have been fed for the past year or so because Arrowhead had an injury. She could not, get prey for her cubs, so the department decided to help her out, to preserve her in the wild by giving her what they call live bait. So these cubs now associate humans with the delivery of live food. So that could have been why, their fear of humans has gone down. And on that note, in general, the fear that tigers have for humans, the natural fear is getting lower and lower every year because at one point they were stoned, there was bows and arrows, there was guns, there was fire, there was this major boundary, and now tourists go in so close, pilgrims go in, thousands of them through tiger territory. Populations have increased that are doing this, so that kind of fear has gone down. So it could also be, because of that. And the other reason it could be that we don't know what happened. I know there's a lot more tigers right now by the fort. There was about 12 different tigers there. It's usually less than half that. There could have been some infighting amongst the tigers. We don't know. The tiger could have been in some kind of a bad mood and then came charging out. There's some indication of this in Bandhavgarh. There was a horrible attack years ago where a tigress jumped on a jeep, but she was very aggravated because a jeep had hit her earlier the day before, something like that. So I just want all of this to come to light, and any decisions going forward about what to do with the tiger, what to do with the pilgrims, how do we get them there safely? What kind of protocols do we change with the forest guards? I want everyone to think about, the best steps, and that's going to come from trying to identify the tiger, trying to confirm exactly what happened to the best of our ability. There's no photographic evidence right now for this attack. I mean, it happened probably so fast, or there was a small chance it didn't happen on the road. And once we have that information, then we can take the right steps forward to improve conservation in the national park and prevent something like this from happening again.